Welcome back to the American Dream. We are in Cincinnati today, and we are meeting Lynn Schwarber. She is with Comey&Shepherd. Welcome to the show today, Lynn.
Thank you, Amy. It's great to be here.
It's great to meet you and excited to have you a part of the show. With springtime coming up, this is also called a seller's market. Sellers like to have their homes ready and plan for those summertime moves. With the seller's market, though, I know in your area it's quite competitive with the new construction. So how are you advising your sellers on that?
Yeah, it really is. You know, you hear all the time it's a seller's market right now, but actually that's more true for some sellers than others. If you've got a house to sell that maybe is $300,000 and under, it's a great time for you. A lot of those houses are selling within days. You know, inventory in the Cincinnati area is only half of what it was back in 2014. So it is so low that we're finding ourselves in bidding wars for a lot of these properties. But for the higher end resale, so you're talking $400,000 and up, let's say, for those sellers, it is tougher because they are competing with a ton of new construction that's out there right now.
So what can they do to give themselves more of an edge with that competition over the builders?
Well, you know, of course, in any price range, you want to get top dollar for your home. So I kind of broke it down into the top 5 things you'll want to do before you get your house on the market.
You want the front of your house to look spectacular for somebody to come up and get that wow factor right off the bat.
Tip number 1, set the tone at the entry. Plant flowers, add a fresh coat of exterior paint. Buyers will spend a few minutes at your front door, and you want to make a great first impression. And don't forget about your windows.
People are so concerned about the inside, and once it's all done, they realize the windows are filthy, and it really doesn't matter what everything looks like on the inside.
The door's open. What is that first impression that meets someone when they walk into a home?
Jo Potvin has helped thousands of sellers get their homes ready for sale. She started her staging company, Designed to Market, 14 years ago and has a warehouse full of furniture and decor. She brings us to tip number 2, and it's not an easy one. Psychologically detach yourself from your home.
Well, an easy first cut is the small accessories, family photos, those kinds of things that really make a home something that you love to live in, that when you go to sell, you need to take away so that it becomes a house and almost like a product on the market.
Sometimes staging your home is as simple as moving around the furniture you already have. You'd be surprised the big difference those little changes can make. But before you put that for sale sign in the yard, you may need some inspiration. That brings us to tip number 3. Visit model homes and get some decorating ideas. Remember, buyers will walk through these models and then come to see your house. You might discover that if you haven't changed paint colors or decor in over a decade, it may be time for some updates. Take a lesson from this homeowner. This $700,000 Westchester home sat on the market for months. The yellow and red paint weren't helping. But instead of dropping the price, check out this transformation. Refinished floors and a fresh coat of gray paint made a world of difference. We relisted the house and it sold the first week back on market for close to our original list price. So the updates more than paid for themselves. Tip number 4 is clean, clean, and clean some more. Pay special attention to your baseboards and trim work. You may need to do some touch-up painting, clean light switches and around doorknobs, and run a fresh line of caulk around bathtubs and showers. Finally, tip number 5, lots of light. Buyers like bright spaces. If you have heavy, dark curtains, take them down. Keep window blinds open and make sure you're not missing any light bulbs. Remember, you're not only selling a house, but a lifestyle, a place where buyers will immediately feel so at home that they'll want to make it their own.
You want someone to say, I get it, I can see my family living in this space, and I really like the way that this home talks to me.
So if you have a house to sell in those higher price ranges, you are going to have to work a bit harder to compete with those new builds.
That was a beautiful house. That was a really great package that you put in there for us to see. It's great information, especially for all of your sellers there in your area. I definitely encourage them to reach out to you if they want more information or how to really set themselves apart. And it was great to have you a part of the show today.
Thank you, Amy. It's great to be here. Thanks so much.
We'll be back with more of The American Dream.